start to merge into each other a little bit, the roles, because as a director you're also a producer, and as a writer now it's funny because when we wrote the pilot we had no idea about producing or even directing. So I remember Trent would read it and go, well, get rid of that, that's not going to happen, let's get rid of that. And so now we write with a producer's eye, where it's like, we know we can't afford that, we know, forget about that plane shoot because we're not going to get a plane, you know, so it's, you learn.
Directing felt like the natural extension of what we've been doing for season 1.
Because
we know the world so intimately and the characters, and we're telling the story. We're responsible, or we have input into how the story is told at every stage. So
so we didn't direct any of season 1, but we directed 1 episode of season 2, and it felt like a real natural move for us, because it's so much easier directing when you've written the script yourself, and and like Al said, we knew the world, we knew the characters, we knew the cast so well. It was, I won't say easy, but
it was a joy.
It was. It felt like a very natural progression. But for Al, I think she absolutely, when she's acting, she's actor first and foremost. So even when we were co-directing and she was acting in a lot of the episode, she was actor on set.
Sarah would have to direct me.
I had to direct her.
We had no writing credits.
No,
Sarah
we didn't.
And I, when we sat down to write this show, and we just did it. We did it when we had time. Sarah had 2 little babies. I was working on the stage a lot, and we just found time to do it. And then
believe in yourself and keep writing. You know, I know it's a cliche that writers always say, just get up and write, and a lot of it you'll throw out. But still, it's a good process just to know that you're writing crap and then get rid of it and start again. It all helps, because you're sort of building experience with every page that you write. But just keep going. It's, I know it can be overwhelming because, people think about it, you don't have contacts, or it's about getting a connection, but it's just about telling a story that I think is your own, is also very beneficial, whether it's drama or comedy. Because we like writing from truth.
And it seems that there is a real emphasis on that in the work.
Definitely. And a more practical piece of advice, I think, is make the cold open incredibly punchy. Because that's what they're going to read. It's like the first page.
The first thing they read really matters.
So if you've got a brilliant cold open, they'll read on. If you don't, they'll go, nah.
Yes, put all your good stuff at the beginning.
All your good stuff.
I think we sit somewhere between the Brits and the Americans. That the British can get incredibly bleak, and the Americans can get incredibly twee. No offence, anyone.
But very hopeful.
And sentimental. And I think, and there's some, of course there are exceptions everywhere. And we've been very influenced by some extraordinary American comedy and British. But I think there's something about our tone that has a little bit of hope. But the truth, so we kind of take the Brits' truth and just a touch of American hope, and that's where but I think that's quite uniquely Australian. That's kind of where we land.
Yeah, and I think also for our show, I mean, it seems so stupid, but it took me a while to go, oh no, this is a really universal theme. Like it's motherhood. Of course it's going to translate.
That was surprising, wasn't it? The messages we got from different cultures, different countries all around the world.
Because we thought we were telling a uniquely Australian story in some ways, because it was set in inner city Sydney, and it was what's happening in our world. It's our story of motherhood. But that's the same story as women in South Korea, weirdly. But maybe it's not so weird. I don't know. But it's I think for us, it's a show about parenthood. So that's obviously incredibly universal and relatable.